Let's put the mic here. So I guess I haven't published, I made 2 Patreon videos and both of them I deleted, or I didn't have the time to make them. So they started to get irrelevant and I deleted them. So welcome to the first Patreon video, which is not all that positive. You can see outside it has been raining for the last 12 hours or even more. It's what it is. It's 1st of August and I woke up around 4 a.m. and I felt like this rush of not like an anxiety, but like suddenly I was questioning, am I doing the right thing? And I know it's maybe annoying to hear it, but when you venture into a new adventure and you make content in a completely different language for a completely different audience which doesn't know you, and you have to give time to them to know you, but there's like million little things popping up in my head, and most of them are in doubt because the society right now is at the brink of, I don't know how to say it even. Like there's so much bad things going around, war after war after war, economical problems, money problems, housing problems, and not just here but everywhere else in the world too. And it feels kind of what I'm doing is not important. There are more important things. And then I saw this video, a TED talk from a woman, I don't remember her name, but she said, if you're feeling that right now world doesn't need art, that right now world doesn't need songs, etc., because there's so much bad things going around, she said, you're wrong. This is the time when art is most meaningful, when like right now you have to create like double time. I don't know if I agree. Yesterday I released this small video for 3 minutes about that, how I feel like this cosmic paradox when you were a child and you wanted to draw. It was always like mandatory. There was drawing classes in kindergarten, drawing classes in school, and I always excelled in them. And right now, when just to better understand me, we must take a little bit step back. When I was in school, I was very good in drawing. I had to enter school contests and I won some of them. But then when I grew up and I had to choose university, my parents said, just don't be an artist or you will starve. You will be always starving, just don't be an artist. And they somehow convinced me that I cannot be an artist. So I dropped out of art, like absolutely, completely, by the end of the 9th grade. And I had to start, I went to college and completely dropped out of art for years and years. And I kept doing things, but not like not in a sense of going in a professional direction. So I became a plumber, I became an engineer, and after years and years, like after 7 years working, even more, after 10 years of learning and doing the things I don't like, I switched to graphic design and photography, and I understood that I cannot outrun myself. because at that point I couldn't work in illustration. But what am I saying? Why am I even saying this? So that's why right now, when I have gathered my strengths and I like know my talents, or I know how to apply them, I don't have really the time or possibilities. That's why I started this YouTube channel. I thought this is like a little window to show you my journey, and I'm not saying my journey is ending, it's only just beginning. But oh my god, it's so loud. But also I'm saying that it's really hard right now because my wife lost a bunch of her clients. We work with social media, we work with photography and video, and I work mostly in graphic design and branding, and we lost a lot of clients, and right now I have to work like double time, if not triple, just to pay the bills. And I feel how like this dream about making YouTube videos every week is getting harder and harder, because every video that I want to make somewhat good, it takes at least two to 3 days, and I cannot spend 2 to 3 days. I know it is boring to listen to me like whining, oh, I don't have the time, just make time and blah blah, but that is the reality. I wanted to finish like by the 1st of August this travel series, which I guess are didn't entertain my community, my audience as much as I hope so. I thought it was fun, like traveling around looking for street art, looking for any kind of art, and making a series about it. But I guess it didn't work. I'm at eight episode right now. I'm up from 5, trying to get this done before my job starts, and I love them. I like to make them, but I also understand why people would get bored, because it's not a fast-paced thing. It's not a Mr. Beast video. It's not a Mr. Meat video. It's not a... I watch a lot of content on YouTube, and for the last 2 to 4 years, it has changed dramatically, because everything needs to be up in your face, jumping, spinning, joke after joke, sound effect after sound effect, and that's the thing I didn't want to make. And I understand with this like attention, what is the word? Deficiency. Attention deficiency. We need something to be jumping out at us every 30 seconds, or the viewer will get bored. I completely understand that, but at the same time, life isn't a 30-second reel. Life is long, painful, sometimes boring, and I'm struggling. Like on one side, I want to make this video like I want it to be, but on the other side, understand if I'm gonna make it like I want it to be, nobody's gonna enjoy it, because it needs to be entertaining. It needs to be appealing to not the general public, but the public who is curious, public people who create something, people who want to get inspired. You cannot just sit in a room and talk for 20 minutes. Yeah, and today I feel this rush, and I'm like, am I doing this wrong? Am I lying to myself that this could work? Am I lying to myself that I am enough, that I'm interesting enough to make YouTube series, interesting enough to be a character, to be a, not a character, to be a, what's the right word? Every person has its own raksturs. Fucking raksturs. Character, I think raksturs character. I think it's character. Because I'm thinking about like a character from a cartoon, like I'm drawing a character, but inside me there is every person has a character, right? So is my character charismatic enough? Is it entertaining enough? Is it funny enough? Because everyone, you can ask anyone who's making YouTube videos in a different language than his own, than his native language, it's harder. It's harder to joke. It's harder to find these little quirky words. I'm getting better at it. I think I'm getting better at it because I'm letting my guard down. I don't think about it that much. Only every night from 2 to 5 in the morning. That's why I made this little closet video, because when I go to bed and I'm trying to sleep, all these ideas start popping in my head, and I'm starting to make like this dialogue, and I'm imagining myself in front of a camera and talking on a topic that interests me. And it's like a really short topic, like 2 to 3 sentences, like the ideas that pop in my head. But there's a problem, because when I talk to myself and I wake up in the morning, I don't have this question anymore. I just asked it night before. So I have to start recording these little questions during the night, like rushing into my closet. And so tonight I'm thinking about this. And what do you think? That would be fun. But I'm feeling like my channel is so fragmented. Like, I have my travel series, which I love because I love travel. I love finding art. I love leaving my stickers, leaving my tiles. It's a positive energy. I hope I won't cut too much out of these series, so to look at them few years from now on and to say, oh my God, look, I did this was fun, and I did it. And it doesn't matter if anyone liked it, didn't like it, did they watch it, didn't watch it. But it's a bit fragmented because I want to make like a little bit super short videos about these things that come into my mind in the morning. I want to finish my travel series, and I have all these do-it-yourself art projects like lunchbox. I have my lino cuts print video ready. Not ready, I need to edit, but it's already filmed. I have everything, and I just need time to edit, and I'm struggling to choose which should I edit first and which should I do, on what should I focus my attention to. And in the background, I made a giant schedule, not a schedule, a task by task list of everything I have recorded, everything I need to publish. And it's a lot, because one thing, you want to be on YouTube and you want to make YouTube videos, but the other thing is you need to somehow get your audience to come and look at those videos, because otherwise they are just gonna be sitting there with nobody watching, because nobody cares about you. And you need to work with your social media. At least that is what we have been hearing for the last 10 years. So I'm managing my Instagram, I'm managing my TikTok, I'm managing my Facebook, not so much. I'm managing my Blue Sky, I'm managing my Threads, I'm managing my YouTube Shorts, yes, I'm managing my Cara. Right now I've started to post on Cara because I understand, like, there is the somewhat of my main audience, which are artists and creatives like me who struggle, who trying to make it. And I understand I need to tap more into Cara, but they have no videos, so it's only posting photo or blog type things. Also, I'm working on my blog. Every series I turn into, because I'll have a lot of images on my phone, I have a lot of photos in my photo camera, and I want to post them. I don't want to be just another, how do you say it? I don't want to I don't want to come off as a person, oh, I'm just gonna post few videos on YouTube and then I'm gonna cry about that nobody's watching. No, I'm doing the whole gig. I'm making my blog. I have my Etsy store that has been there for years and years and years, and I have been publishing my shorts for years, and I want to be like a whole package. I have a blog, I have my YouTube, and I have my Patreon. And the dream still is to work on creative projects, work on making illustrations, making art objects, like painting my mustache man on lunchboxes. Like, let's go thrifting to Berlin and find, I don't know, let's find, how do you say, skis. Let's find old vintage skis and just draw graffiti text. Like, I always leave a little positive message in my drawings, because if you don't know why, go on my YouTube channel and look for a video where I'm sitting in a dark in a car crying, and that will explain a lot why I'm doing the things, why I'm doing the things the way I'm doing them. And like, get some old skis and write on them like, love your children, or tomorrow will always come, or something like inspirational quotes, just to get curious, just to have fun, to make something, and like devote yourself and invite others to join in. Like, right now I'm juggling my job, I'm juggling YouTube, and I kind of cannot jump in like with both legs into this YouTube thing, into this creative thing, because what I desire, what I want is to take, okay, I have 2 days for this project and I'm doing just that. I'm filming it, I'm taking short stories, I'm inviting you in, I'm creating something a little bit more for my Patreons, but I want it to feel like I'm doing it for real, not just when I have time. If I want to like immerse myself, like I'm in my painting overalls and that's it. I'm doing this, I'm painting for 3 days straight or 5, I don't care. Or maybe I'm renting a Airbnb on a coast of Amalfi and I bought this giant ceramic vase, and right now I'm just 5 days in painting and creating art from this vase, and then we're gonna go up to the coast and leave it on the beach with full of lemons, and just for the fun of it. Like, I want to make these projects and these videos, but I want them to feel not like a Frankenstein who's stitched up from a little video from like when I make my painting, I have to, like mustache man paintings, I have to come up with the sketches. So I try every evening that is free, I'm trying to sketch them. Watching TV and sketching. I'm not even recording them because it just takes too much time. So for one evening I'm sketching, for the next half of the evening I'm transferring the sketch to plywood. Then it becomes we have to make outlines, then we have to paint, then we have to make the outlines, then we have to make the small details, then it's varnishing, photographing, listing on Etsy. And it's a Frankenstein because every part of this process is a completely different day. And sometimes like you're sketching like, oh my god, this is so cool, I want to see it, how it comes out. Especially the last sketch came out really great, a little bit something different, and you're like, I want to get into this, I want to start painting it. And the next day comes, a client calls, we need adjustments in that project, blah blah blah. Okay, you pause your artwork, you start working, then you come back that evening and you understand that you're too tired to work on it, you have no inspiration. Then you said, oh, I'm gonna do it next day, and today's next day, and today's raining, and today I have to go to a dentist. This is okay, I will postpone it to the next week. And I have gone that I haven't finished painting in almost 6 months, because You did everything up to the point where you have to start to paint, and there's just no time to do that. And you're like, this excitement kind of drizzles down, and you no longer are longing to see the result as fast as you can. You have lost that initial spark to see how the painting turns out. And this is like, this is what is this video about. This is the struggle. It's not even time management, it's life management. it's it's financial problems that I hope we're gonna overcome, and then I can say like, okay, two days in a week I'm just hitting pause on all the calls and all the emails, and I'm doing my thing, and I will have to make my projects not bigger than 2 days, not to mention your own personal life. I'm not even talking about that. That is on hold. That is on hold, yeah, because both me and my wife, we believe in working hard, and like work hard and party hard. No, it's more like work hard, put in the hours, and then hope for the best. We are not those people who half-ass something, but we are those people, if we set our minds to something, let's do it. Let's not wait. That's why it's killing me that I have to always wait to get to painting, to creating, to sharing. Like, one thing is to make a painting. The other thing is to tell it to the world that I made a painting, because you have to document the whole process, film it. If you on Instagram, you have seen many of these memes, somewhat of memes like, stop making content, start making art, or make art, not content, right? But it goes hand in hand. You cannot be an artist in 2025 and paint something and then leave it on the shelf or hide it under your bed. You have to share it, and the more interesting way you will share it, the more eyes of people you will get onto your art. And I think that is a crucial and it's like even a mission for every artist, to get as much eyes on your art as possible. We wouldn't create if we wouldn't want to share what we feel, how we feel, and through the medium you've chosen: photography, art, printmaking, poetry, movie making. So yeah, maybe just the gloomy weather, but today I felt like I'm doing something wrong, or I just feel like I again start to feel like in that crying, sitting in my car crying video, like I'm starting to feel like I'm not enough again. Maybe because it does those small views on YouTube. Maybe because I haven't sold I haven't sold a painting in a long time, or even a sticker pack, and I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Or maybe just the world has gone crazy and everyone is occupied with their own problems. I don't know. That's why I'm here, sitting in this car, completely naked and what's the word I'm looking for? Honest. Completely naked and honest with you about what's going in my mind, how am I feeling, and right now I'm feeling hungry and I want to get breakfast because it's already 8 o'clock in the morning. Gotta get shit done, son! So, yeah. It's gonna be okay. It has to be okay. There is no other option. Thank you if you watched till the end. The secret word for those who watch till the end, I have this tradition that I reward my viewers with a secret word, and if you comment that word under this video, I feel very happy that somebody took the time out of his life to listen to me rant about things. So the secret word is rainy mornings are the best. And thank you for watching, and see you the next time. I hope we get through this.